The Nerds of a Feather Podcast. New episodes every Wednesday. Subscribe on iTunes and Google Play.
Don Draper.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Oh, I didn't think about
that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not Jon Hamm, who I really find enjoyable in most things that I watch, but Don Draper is the center of this insanely critically acclaimed show.
Yep.
I mean, highly lauded show. And he was my least favorite character, if like not just male character. I mean, I think, Pete Campbell is slimy, but he's intended to be.
He's supposed to be.
Where Don Draper, I'm supposed to believe, has this power over people and over women, and he's just a lame character. And
I don't like him.
There's no character arc for him.
He's like male fantasy.
Yeah, right.
Everything that happens in his life is like some dude wishing that they lived their life that.
That they look like Jon Hamm and that they had this life and in this time when it was acceptable to treat people like that in the workplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one stood out because that show is so critically acclaimed, and he himself was lauded in that role, and I just never got it because there was no any true character development over so many seasons in a serious show. I didn't see that for him.
Mm-hmm. He was mean to people that like I kept waiting for their relationships to change.
Yeah, right.
Like Peg is an example. Like I kept thinking that like they were planting the seeds of some kind of dynamic where she would eventually kind of earn his respect and then he would treat her as an equal.
Right.
And then even when she became like a major player, he still treated her like shit. And it didn't make any sense to me.
And I think that's why it really highlighted how crappy Dawn was, because these other characters in the show did go through these transformations and these, it's filmed over the course of several years of their life, and there's inside the ad business and in the world at large, that was a time of tremendous change, and there were some very substantial cultural shifts going on at that point, and everyone else is going through these, and it's influencing in a realistic, believable way the way that they behave. And I don't know. It was lacking for me with Dawn.
Yeah, so. They really lost me early on. Well, I shouldn't say early on, but like definitely kind of mid show. They had lost me with Dawn because he just, they keep expecting us to swallow that he's like this big advertising genius, but then all he ever did was like mess up and he's like, here's someone else's idea. Yeah, he would drink and just kind of go that whole just trope. He
wasn't the ad genius that we were supposed to believe.
Yeah, like he never did anything where
God.
I step back and I'm like, wow, he really deserves his place in this world. And then that whole storyline with Joan, where they had kind of like pressured her to sleep with the guy to get, was it like Ferrari's account or Porsche?
Yeah, it was a car.
Some car company. And then it was only a handful of episodes later, and then Don has like his big whiny bitch blow up, and then drops the account. Yeah. And you put Joan through that for nothing. That really bothered me.
And they had been colleagues for so many years at that point that it should have been a more emotionally driven decision for him.
I agree. Yeah.